One of the things not talked about enough in exit planning is key person dependency. So what is key person dependency and how can it cost you at closing? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan coming to you live from Tahiti on a perfect day to talk about exits, exit strategies, transferability of knowledge, and a fantastic day to talk about you. So I'm going to start by saying Iorona, which is hello in Tahitian. So here is something that most people don't talk about when it comes to you selling your business, or owners, founders, CEOs have never had this conversation, and that is the transferability of your knowledge and your information. And so if you're starting 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years out, you have time to start developing leadership skills, talents, capabilities, decision-making models inside of the team that you have. And so here's a couple of ways that that may look. You're working on a project and you are the decision maker right now. That is you, you're El Jefe, you're the decision maker. And you say, hey, I want to bring in my COO and detail out how I would make this decision. And here is my thoughts, here's my thesis, here's my process. And then over time, what would happen is from a couple of these events or multiple events, you would bring in the COO or the general manager and say, okay, I have a project for you and I'm going to give you 24 hours to come back with a report and detail it out and tell me how you would make the decision. And then you're going to do it again. You say, I'm going to give you 12 hours, right? And they're going to say, I'm busy, I got a million things going on. It's like, it doesn't matter, because you have to make decisions in real time. And what you want to do is you want to start training this person or these people to make decisions in real time and put them under stress and put them under pressure, because that ability for you to transfer the information, transfer is the key word, allows for you to not get stuck working for them after the exit. Because here's what happens that sometimes nobody tells you. If you don't transfer that information and it's really needed to run the business, then what's going to happen is you're going to get put on a contract for three months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months. And that means that you got money, a big pile of money that went in your bank account, that you can't go out and really have a ton of fun and go on vacations to places like Tahiti. You're stuck in an office answering to your number two, who's now the number one. Or they bring somebody brand new in who's got the skills, talents, and capabilities to make these decisions, and then they're asking you to document all the information and say, hey, you know, you got to get me up to speed. And you're sitting there thinking, I thought I was going to exit. You weren't transferable. You didn't have the team that was ready. So what you want to do is start, you can start small. If you're 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, 2 years out, you can start small and start working up to this process. Now, the ultimate test for this is you leaving for a period of time. So you can start by leaving a week and saying, don't call me. Or it starts like this. Hey, only call me under emergencies. And then it goes into don't call me at all. And then you go into 2 weeks being gone, 3 weeks being gone, a month being gone. And what you're gonna find is the team will find a way to work. And then you ask for a report out. You don't just say, hey, I'm leaving. Like, that's the mistake. You leave and then say, give me a breakdown of what happened. What did you do? What did you change? What decisions? How did you make those decisions? Was there chaos? Was there problems? Were there issues? Your ability to transfer a business is one of the things that makes it valuable, not just for the buyer, but also for you, because you're buying back your time. And here is something that happens. There are times where you go on the process to exit and you wanted to exit because you were frustrated, there weren't things happening in your business, and you start putting these initiatives in place, and then the next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, I really like this company, I really like this business, and I thought that I didn't. It was just that there wasn't infrastructure in place. There wasn't things to get taken care of. So last on this list of things I want to go over with you is decision bands. So at the very top, the person who's at the top, whatever title they have, COO, general manager, ops manager, they should be able to make a decision up to an event. So I'm going to give you a random number, $100,000, right? And then the next person below them should be able to make a decision, random number, up to 50 grand. And then the next person below them should be able to make a decision up to 20 grand. And then as those decisions are made, they go and say, hey, I'm going to report to whoever's above them and say, hey, I need to have this made. And then they make that decision. And then they report out, hey, we made this decision based upon these parameters and the way that we took a look at the business. Decision bands can happen with spending money. They can happen with getting a vendor. They can happen with letting a vendor go, letting an employee go. Be aware, it's one of the ways that you make your business what we're going to refer to as bulletproof. You got one of three things to do from here. Just one of three. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.